On today's video, massive brawl in the open field in the ancient ruins as FCK versus Titans go nuts. Here's the deal. This video is all about the early stage warring, get you some footage of the awesome madness that went on yesterday, as well as talk a little bit about how warring works in Light and Darkness early on, how things are looking so far in the first few weeks of Light and Darkness, my feedback so far, as well as the feedback I've been getting from the players on the field. We're going to talk about strategy, about what the next stages are, everything and anything Light and Darkness War, the beginning of it in this video. Sit back, drop a like on the stream if you enjoy the content. Yeah, let's go. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Today, let's talk about warring. You guys asked, where are the war videos? Why are you not covering the wars in Light and Darkness? Well, there you go. That's all we have. Open field madness, which more often than not doesn't happen. Here's the deal. Before we start the video, I'm a sponsored content creator by Rise of Kingdoms. If you guys enjoy this content and Rise of Kingdoms content, make sure you're dropping a subscription down below. And of course, hit the bell button so you get a notification every time we either upload or go live. Remind you, no Wednesday stream this week. We'll stream on Thursday instead. It's my birthday. I don't expect anything except for maybe come by, say happy birthday, drop a like on the stream, and then leave if you don't want to stick around. Here's the thing. Light and Darkness is an event in which the early stage warring happens only in a very small area in the ancient ruins zone. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably want to go take a look at the previous video I made, card up on the top right, where the level 5 passes opened up and the small warring zone opened up. That is pretty much all you can do. Open field fighting in the ancient ruins area, as in that area, you're not allowed to build flags or forts. Turns out you are not supposed to even teleport in there, but random teleports do work. And so some individuals did make it in there, get rallied as well. Madness happened, but still nothing that progresses the event. And what we saw previously, flag fighting and alliances getting locked in, so forth and so on. Now, with all this being said, what I first predicted was that we wouldn't see what we're seeing on the screen right now. We saw, and maybe it's not right now, I'm recording the commentary after, we see that 311 picked up 2 of the 2 available ancient ruins on the one side. And on the other side, FCK picked up 1 and LFAM picked up the other one. Titans decided they want to go have some fun, and so they went in against FCK for the open field fight. I predicted that no alliance would get ancient ruins because I assumed that if you're looking to be as competitive as possible, you do not want to give your opposition the free honor points of ancient ruins. However, the amount of points you get nowadays from ancient ruins are so insignificant compared to the past that truly giving up on ancient ruin is not the biggest of deals. People have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of individual honor points. So ancient ruins are not that important anymore, which is why we're seeing alliances able to take control of them. The reason I thought there wouldn't be an ability for you to control an ancient ruin is because for you to control an ancient ruin, you need to have only marches of your alliance within that dotted area of the ancient ruins. So long as Titans put 1 march in there and it doesn't get taken care of, the ancient ruins don't lock in favor of FCK, which is also why some of these FCK marches on the bottom and left areas are not fighting, and they're pretty much holding on to the ancient ruins just in case. What else can be said? Crazy fights. I'm seeing tons of Richards on the open field. I even saw a Lohar FCK. Why do you guys have a Lohar leading a march? Come on, man. I understand that you guys were fighting stalkers. That's probably what the Lohar is there for. But it was fighting in the open field, and that was oof. I'm not saying that, you know, anything bad about FCK. Someone made a misclick, clicked the wrong commander probably, but still it was pretty funny to see. Lots of Richards on the field tell me that the individuals who sent those Richards wanted to AFK early on, and when you AFK in the ancient ruins, what happens, or essentially by AFKing I mean staying away from your keyboard, which means you leave the march and go to sleep. The problem is stalkers and the big boss that show up in the ancient ruins aggro on marches, so they attack you if you don't attack them. And it happened to me in the past that the big boss hit my tier 4 march that had a crappy commander, and as a result it destroyed my march. My march left the ancient ruin and I didn't pick up the points, which is why I'm assuming there are so many Richards on the field. If not, it's okay. Maybe it's to counter some Cavs. I don't know. I see a lot of Richards. I see some Martells, some Hermans silencing marches on the open field. I see a few Pelagiuses as well, very few Ethelfleds. It's interesting to see the epics on the field because they, of course, have a lot of space in the open field to help out. Hermans in particular silencing out, few Alexanders along the way. And yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the footage and have some extra commentary about Light and Darkness and Wards in the background. So far, Light and Darkness has been a bit underwhelming. The reason for that is because the area in which you're fighting is so significantly small in the Ancient Ruins that even if the servers are fixed and Lilith do everything they need to do to make it as optimized as possible, the bottom line is that you need to render all this on your screen. Now, an individual like myself who is a content creator, I spend a good amount of money on the device I play on. So I have the latest Samsung flagship phone, the Galaxy S10, which is now waiting on a barbarian camp. You'll see me looking down every now and then. It should pop up any second. And even on the Galaxy S10 Plus, the simplified graphics lagged like crazy. Some individuals playing the game, and I, of course, am not judging absolutely anyone. It's not a matter of, you know, I have money, I don't have money to get a latest device, not get the latest device. Some people don't need the latest device. For the longest time, I rocked the Galaxy S5 when the 8 and even 9 came out, and I only upgraded it once the 9 came out. And so playing a game on an outdated device where you need to render things like this is just impossible. So Lilith are going to have to figure out how they're going to ensure that anyone with a lower end device, meaning not the latest and greatest technology, will be able to play this game and have fun. I can tell you that individuals with the latest and greatest iPad Pro with all the upgrades are still lagging on screen, not server lag, screen lag, which is just render, because there's so much to render that it's just not good. My opinion on this event so far is that it's been very underwhelming. We are about 3 weeks in, and I am very worried about how this event will turn out at the end. Zone 9, well, past 8, I don't know if it's Zone 9, maybe it's Zone 7, but it's past 8. When it opens up, there are 8 of those, and that's when building flags and all that will start happening. And that area is so small for 8 alliances. I'm really scared to see what's going to happen. For now, as you guys enjoy the open field madness, here is the problem with what you're watching. It doesn't advance your alliance in the goals of this event at all. To say, oh, but we're weakening the opposition or taking away their resources or whatever not is a little bit misguided, because in this crazy brawl, there is no clue who won and who lost. You don't really know how to keep up with how many resources were spent by each alliance, how many speed ups were used by each alliance. So to say that we got a lot more kills than they did is a little bit impossible, because while your marches might have killed more than the person you've hit, your friend on the alliance might have lost a lot more. Now, of course, if someone forgot to clean their hospitals or wasn't paying attention and you got racked up some kills, fantastic. But there is no empiric way to know whether or not this advances your event or not. To advance in your event, you're going to have to destroy your opposition's buildings, and that'll only happen once the final zone opens up and you can build flags towards their buildings and destroy them. So with all that being said, I think that the early stage of this event is a bit lacking meat. Right now, all people are doing is hunting barbarians for individual honor points to get the skin, every now and then wanting to have some fun and going for the open field fights. And other than that, we're 3 weeks in with nothing to do. The gathering is nice, the barbarian hunting is nice, the gems you get out of the barbarians and the resources you get out of gathering are really, really nice. But the event itself, the game itself is all about warring. It's all about usage of troops in the correct way to gain an advantage on the open field. And this is not a good way for you to win the event. Now, of course, it is a great way to have a lot of fun. I can tell you both of these sides were having a lot of fun along the way, even though the lag was happening. Sometimes the lag takes a lot away from the fun. But this is some fun stuff to do, and I'm all about having fun in the game more than actually like optimizing it. But at the end of the day, you're playing an event and you really want to progress through the event and to get that extra reward out of the event for your work. And this doesn't really get you anywhere. You can again say, but they're using resources and speed ups and all that, but you are too. With all this being said, what are things that I'm expecting to see? As of right now, level 6 pass has opened up. And by the way, a quick sidetrack, patch notes for update 31 are out in game. We will cover that tomorrow in a video when we have the Facebook post with the screenshots of the events and all that good stuff there. And then from there, we'll talk about that. So look forward for that tomorrow as well. And for you to make sure you don't miss that video, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you get a notification when I upload a new video. And so with that tangent out of the way, I think that the event is fairly underwhelming early on. And if it takes 2 to 3 seasons for this to be changed once more, I think that this is really gonna be a very big problem for Rise of Kingdoms and the community itself, because substantial amount of people are leaving the game and fed up with it because it's just not what they're looking for. And so I'm not saying, you know, the people quitting because of Light and Darkness not being as good as they want it to be is the end of the game. The game is not dying by any means. But for the future and for the health of this game and for the end of the community, we're going to need Lilith to step up their pace and make substantial changes to this map again, to ensure that some early game fights happen, early events happen, ensure that there is a little bit more to do early on. I kind of don't have much more to add to this, but I definitely want to keep enjoying that footage right up there. So I'll remind you once more, on Thursday is my birthday. We'll do a birthday stream. I hope to see all of you there instead of the Wednesday stream. Instead of that, we'll put a video up on Wednesday. And we're going to cover everything Light and Darkness in this channel. Another thing that I haven't mentioned for those of you who are still watching this video is that we are uploading to the Discord all the reports and all the information you need about every single building and pass in Lost Kingdom Light and Darkness. So if you want to know what's in every pass, what's in every Huron, what in every circle, how to kill them, which troops you need to send, which commander pairings to your rallies, so forth and so on, all that you'll find in the description down below in my Discord. If you click on the Game Access channel, hit the crossing swords reaction, it'll give you access to the Rise of Kingdoms category. And from there, you'll find the Lost Kingdom channel with all the graphics you need about Light and Darkness. We're updating those consistently with more information, so you guys have all the latest and greatest available there. With all that being said, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. Shout out to FCK from 283 and Titans from 279 for the fun time last night. I spent about an hour just watching this and chilling. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Enjoy the rest of your week and take care. Peace.